We've got a fun surprise for you.
Come away from your food for more food.
Okay, in honor of the 3 of you guys' retirement, a cake I made just for you. And they all 3 love it. If that's not the cutest thing in the world. Oh, Luna. Gotta be nice. Gotta share. Oh, Honey's gonna get some too. You better whack Honey away.
Yeah, you better.
Get her out of there. She's not retired. You don't.
Let old Luna in there.
You don't belong. Well, they definitely like it better than an actual cake. The cake that I made a couple years ago for Willow. Well, we get a lot of questions about what we do with retired girls, and a lot of breeders tend to ship them off somewhere to be a pet or be put out to pasture. But because these 3 girls have been with us pretty much from the beginning, Luna was one of the first milking does that we purchased. She's a Nubian, she's not one of the little Nigerians. Then we got Tilly as a kid.
Trying to give you a hug.
And Willow was one of the first babies that we decided to retain on the farm. So there's a lot of firsts with these 3 retired gals. Luna.
Luna, be nice.
When it comes to the retired girls, we don't necessarily put them out to pasture because if they're with the other goats, they eat a little too much alfalfa. So we have sort of a hybrid method where sometimes they're put away on a grass diet, sometimes they get some alfalfa, and
very scientific.
yeah, we have a whole system. But this way it keeps them nice and healthy and happy, and they get to stay here at home. And no, we won't be breeding them anymore. They're retired for their own different reasons. Luna's just way too old and has some leg problems. They pretty much all have leg problems. That's really what's going on. So between the 3 of them, they could maybe hold themselves up, but each one really can't handle a pregnancy. So they're officially retired. But you're still the herd queen, aren't you, Luna? And Willow's like the herd introvert. She doesn't want anybody to bug her. She just wants to do her own thing, and that's okay. And Tilly, she kind of reminds us of Dory, where she forgets everything. You know, the lights are on, but nobody's home. Hi, we're in Flagstaff. I just drank a Gatorade, so my mouth's all orange. But, we didn't show everybody what Lydia did to your car. She took those squishmallows and cut them up. She decorated Kevin's, she decorated Kevin's car, so.
Pretty much her car now.
Yeah. So we came up to Flagstaff because Lydia has a whole list of things that she forgot, including this plant. So we decided, what the heck? We're only 2 hours away. Let's just go up real quick, even though we just dropped them off a week ago.
Yeah.
Because we're NAU parents now and we have nothing to do. So we're happy for any reason to come up here. So we're gonna say hi to the kids real quick. Okay, we're in Lydia's cute little room. She has her new plant right here.
Got my plant.
And she has a lot of cool decorations. Everybody wanted to know, have you seen every one of these?
I haven't. I've heard of most, if not all of them, and then some of them I just haven't seen.
We've watched pretty much
There's
all of these.
a lot of them that we've seen.
We've seen them.
And then her favorite movies, Knives Out,
Yep.
Singing in the Rain, and then all the Marvel stuff, of course.
Of course.
And that's her little desk and her cute little. She's ready. She's good to go. She's doing the college life. So how have you liked it so far? How's the experience
I love
been?
the weather. It's
Really?
so nice.
Oh, I know it was like
windy. I'm okay. I love.
Have you had rain yet?
We had a little bit of rain. They come in like spurts. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like.
Hasn't been like a
heavy.
whole day yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, good.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
The weather is nice because down there we're still dying, but you miss the goats?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of
Of course.
course I miss the goats.
Well, Ethan was having fun with friends, so we dropped him off some food and gave him a quick hug goodbye. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Well, we're back home. We're missing the kids again, although it was nice to see them. And I have to say I'm doing pretty well. I'm not quite as worried as I thought I would be. And I think that's due to me over the years learning how to manage that anxiety and worry that I have about the kids. When the kids were little, I had so much anxiety about them getting hurt Parenting in general, I think, just exacerbates anxiety. And for me, it was really hard to not worry constantly about the kids. But with the help of a professional therapist, I was able to learn the tools to manage my anxiety and deal with all of the emotions that I felt over the years as they grew up and gained independence and now have left the nest. Is something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? Regardless if you have a clinical mental health issue like depression or anxiety, or if you're just a human who lives in this world who's going through a hard time, therapy can give you the tools to approach your life in a very different way. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and more accessible. And this is an important mission because finding a therapist can be really hard, especially when you're limited to the options just in your area. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you with a professional therapist in as little as a few days. It's easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. There's a link in my description. It's betterhelp.com/Weedum. Clicking that link helps support this channel, but it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. So you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. And because finding a therapist is a little bit like dating, if you don't really fit with that therapist, which is a common thing in therapy, you can easily switch to a new therapist at no additional cost without stressing about insurance, who's in your network, or anything like that. When I struggled with severe anxiety, I felt really alone and embarrassed. I didn't really feel like other parents were dealing with it at the level that I was dealing with it, but after confiding in a professional therapist, I was able to realize that yes, people do experience these types of emotions, and yes, there are tools to help manage it. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/Weedum. And thank you again, BetterHelp, for supporting this channel. Tilly, what are you doing over here? You're not supposed to be over here. Do you love that tree? I think maybe Tilly's in heat or something. Tilly, what are you doing? Are you okay? She's like in love with this. Look, she's not eating it. She just loves it.
I guess it's a good idea. We let the goats over here eat all this sucker.
Oh, Willow! She's on the milking stand.
Oh, Willow's here too.
Well, they didn't eat the avocado tree. What'd you do? You guys had a fun day? Huh? Yeah, looks like you did. That's fun. You're not in heat though because you're spayed, so no heat for you. We just got back from visiting Lydia and Ethan up at NAU, and so we were so tired we came home and just instantly took a nap. And apparently Tilly and Willow have had a great day today. You let more goats out! Yeah! In an effort to put him back, he left the gate open and let more out. Come here! Don't fight. Don't fight with Tilly. Okay. Everybody's away except for Tilly. She's got to go back over to the grass feeding girls' pen over there. Say hi to your daughter for a second. Welcome to a series I like to call What Two People Eat When There Are No Kids Around. We're gonna start with some shrimp, fill that up with water and get that to start defrosting. Then we're gonna make some quinoa. I'm thinking, let's grill the shrimp, let's make a fun quinoa salad. I have no recipe here, I'm just going for it. And I always wonder, should you wash the quinoa? You know, I always wash rice, but I don't know if you should wash this funny little grain or not, but we're just gonna go for it today. We'll get that cooking, and Kevin's gonna keep me company as I prep the salad.
I didn't know you could open the top.
It's pretty crazy.
Do you want your camera on that? It's kind of in the wrong spot.
I wanted it just like that.
Well, did Lydia's class change come out all right today?
I don't know. It looked like she went to both, and I guess she was nervous, and so I don't know what she decided to do, but...
Let's see. We could go rafting down the river.
What river? What are you talking about?
Tubes tubing down the river.
Because we couldn't do it when we had kids.
We could do it naked.
Naked?
Now that there's no kids.
Now there's no kids. Yeah, watch me get arrested. And our kids are like, what the?
Should I eat a snack?
I don't know. It's
Well,
your life.
I'm asking you. Does this need to like refrigerate for a while and wait to eat and stuff? Or
Yeah.
should I
Eat your snack.
Okay.
I'm gonna do just a really simple dressing with red wine vinegar, olive oil, a little bit of honey, salt and pepper, and that's it. Mix that up and we're done. In the salad we've got tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, chives, some feta cheese, and cilantro. It all just sounded good to me, so we're throwing it in there. We're gonna get the shrimp on the skewers, go for a little bit of a spicy seasoning. I know it doesn't really go with sort of the Greek salad, but whatever. That's it. That's our quick 2-person dinner. And I'm sure the kids probably wouldn't like it, so that's the benefit of being an empty nester. Okay, come on. Not you, honey, not you. Come on, Daphne, hurry up. Hurry up. You gotta squeeze in before her. Okay, go. Stay there, stay there. All right, let's see who's first today. We've got Reba, considering it, and Prim. Okay, gotta shut out Daphne for a second. These are the 2 first fresheners. Not looking too bad. Got a bunch of hay stuck to your back end. As a goat breeder, you're always looking for the perfect udder, and they're pretty good. They're good in some aspects, but they could be better. Prim has got really nice teat placement, and she's got a good amount of milk, but she doesn't have that really high attached udder that I was hoping she would get from her dam. Reba has also good teat placement, but she got a little lopsided from her kids this year, so we're hoping that will correct itself a little bit. And obviously I would love if it was a little higher attached, but she didn't get that from her sire. She got Daphne's udder, which is decent, but it could be better attached and higher up. It seems sort of silly to worry about the shape of an udder, but it actually indicates how long that goat is going to be able to be productive. So a saggy udder is going to get saggier over time, and you don't want that. You want a nice, well-attached udder so that it doesn't ever get injured, it doesn't swing around. You want all the working parts, which is really hard to obtain sometimes. It's pretty good right now when I'm holding it up, but sometimes you have to wait another year. So with Prim, don't step in that bucket. She might fill up more up here next year and get that really, really full of height. So she may have a higher mammary than we're thinking, but we just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. I really do love her udder texture though. She milks out so easily. Okay, you're all done. Come on. You know the way out. Come on. All right, see you later. Daphne's gonna emerge from the shadows. Come on. There you go. Now Daphne has been very naughty. She has been feeding her babies all of her milk. And that's the hard part with dam raising, and if you're also trying to raise up the doelings. Because we separated Daphne from her girls at about when they were maybe like 10 or 12 weeks old. They were separated for a good 3 months, and she's a good mama. She just nurses them forever, which is fine, I guess, but it makes it hard to measure her milk and stay on top of her udder, make sure her udder is balanced. Causes a bunch of problems. All right, come on. See you later. goes that way. Have a good day. Okay, Reba. Oops, wrong way. Over to this side. Reba is probably one of the sweetest does I've ever had. Right next to Willow, probably. Same personality, just really gentle. Doesn't make a fuss about anything. Reba had a doe and a buck this year, but the buck was really strong and he just preferred one side. So that made things difficult. And it was so crazy because he was able to drain her from one side real early on in just a few days. Those bucks, they can be very aggressive. Okay, come on. All done. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Now, normally I just walk these three ladies out, but I think Miss Daphne is in heat, so she's gonna go check out the buck today. Now, last year Daphne had 5, so we didn't flush her this year. We didn't give her extra grain because we don't really want 5. That's a lot. So we're gonna see. Her first year she had 2, which is pretty standard for a first freshener. We'll see how she does this year. And she is officially bred. That was fast, huh? I'm really excited about this pairing, mostly because Lancelot's dam has a really high udder, well-attached udder. And so Daphne has really everything that you'd want, really great udder capacity and teat placement and everything. She just needs a tiny bit better attachments. So we're hoping Mr. Lancelot does that. And he's getting pretty big. He grew a lot, didn't he? They definitely like each other. And this is the most fun part. We get to calculate the due date. So if today is September 5th, and since she is a miniature goat here, she'll be due, looks like January 28th. So hopefully we'll make the January babies cut, because I'd like to have some in January, some in February. So we'll see if we make that cut, if she delivers on time or a little bit late into February. But that's perfect. Another one down. And now we just have 3 left. We have River, who we're gonna wait on a little bit, but I'm really watching closely Winona and Shania, which are Daphne's 2 daughters, waiting to see when they're gonna go into heat. I check their back ends to see if they're swollen at all. I look for excessive tail wagging or going over to the buck, and I haven't seen any of that yet, so hopefully their mama being in heat will spur them to be into heat. Good job, buddy. You're doing such a good job. Such a good little breeder. He's looking for a way to get out. I'll hopefully have another one for you soon.